Hey guys, how are you? Welcome. Come in. Come in. Pretend like I'm opening the door. Door's open. Come on in and have a seat. I wish I could give you some beverage right now, but hopefully you can get some for yourself while you sit down and watch this video with me that I'm making. My name's Audrey. This is my YouTube channel. I am the Salty Psychic. I'm an actual, real psychic medium. And I'm a little salty. I just am, you guys. I just am. I've tried to tame it. I'm tamed, but I can't get rid of it. So the saltiness stays. But welcome, come on in. Before we get started with today's content, which will be the British royal family, is there any other royal family really that we care about? Not really. Before we start though, please don't forget to hit that like button right now while you're thinking about it, and also subscribe to the channel. When you subscribe and like the video, it helps the channel to grow, which means I can try and help more people out there. More people will find me, and I'm just trying to make the world a happier place. So like, subscribe, and share. You can share this video on all sorts of social media. So, hope you're comfortable. I am wearing a Harry Potter scarf. I am a huge Harry Potter fan. I think I got this at Primark in London, and I do have on the matching shoes, which I got on Boxing Day for £8.50. Yes, I'm 55 years old and I wear child clothing sometimes, but anyway, I'm digressing. Come on in. We're going to talk about some of Diana, some of the other royals, and I don't have a ton of psychic messages in today's video, but it's still stuff I really want to talk about, and I think it's important. It's important human interest story. So today I want to talk about a video I saw on YouTube from Piers Morgan, and he was talking to Sasha Walpole, who by now we know is the woman who allegedly stole Harry's virginity. Why we care about someone's virginity, I'm not sure, but I'm still going to talk about the discussion that was on and all over the news right now. So, yuck. I don't know why we want that vision, or we're interested really in the vision of Harry out in the back behind this pub, out in the grass or field. And I know for me, it's not the act of what he did, but more to me, what's shocking is that he wanted to talk about it, or that he put it in his book. What's his point? Does it make him more manly? Is he trying to make himself feel better by talking about this woman? Does he have regrets about doing it with this woman? Why didn't he give the woman a heads up? He just doesn't care. But I don't have the book, so I don't know like what chapter this is in. But I am curious, like what came before this discussion? What came after? What subject or chapter was this discussion about having his first time at a pub, out in the back of a pub, having sex? I don't know how that gets worked into a book. I mean, yes, in romance novels and stuff, but that's the whole focus of a romance novel, is that kind of stuff. So I'm not understanding, I'm not connecting with the purpose of Harry putting that in the book. And I did see Sasha Walpole talking about it. She has nothing against Harry. She has nothing against the royal family. She says, yeah, he could have given me a heads up, but a couple people knew, but then now everyone knows. Luckily, her husband's understanding and her family and stuff, but this could have turned out to be a really, really bad situation for this woman. And calling her an older woman when she's only 2 years older. I mean, I could see I guess when he was 16, I guess I could see him at the time he's 16 saying, oh, she's an older woman. So that would be like the equivalent of a sophomore involved with a senior in high school. That kind of thing doesn't really happen. I mean, it didn't when I was in high school, but not now that he's middle-aged, basically. I don't think I would have said older woman. Maybe, I think I would have quoted that differently than giving us this image of Liz Hurley or someone much, much older, like my age or something, large age gap. So I don't know. I just don't understand it. So we have the coronation coming in May for King Charles and Camilla, Queen of Consort. So there's a lot of discussion about, well, if the Markles go to the coronation, they might upstage the king, or they might try and take the spotlight away from the king and queen consort. But honestly, haven't they done that already? Haven't Meghan and Harry already overshadowed this amazing event that's coming up in May for the king? I feel like they've already kind of ruined it. This is horrible. This is horrible. It's just not fair. And I don't know if the king's worried about it, if he's worried about drama. I don't know. The king isn't his mother. The queen would have handled this, I believe, in a much, much different way. And I know Charles relies on his faith to get through a lot of things. But honestly, I think Charles allows being a father to be more important than being a servant, at least in my opinion, regarding this situation of having Harry and Meghan come or go back to London for the coronation. So I heard Eugenie and family might move here to California. Let me get comfortable. For why? Why? I'll trade you. I'll take your place in England and Portugal or wherever it is she lives. But I'll tell you, a lot of people are moving out of California. They're going to Vermont. They're going to Texas. I know some that have gone to Oregon, Nevada, Washington State, Florida. People are moving out. I don't know why. I don't know what the draw is, especially in Southern California. It's desert. It's dry. We did get some rain in the last couple of months, but normally it's just super dry. Water restrictions, but I guess if you have enough money, water restrictions don't matter. But I just think they're doing their family a disservice by moving away from the UK. I wish I could understand that a bit better, but maybe they think they want to move here. Like Harry thought he wanted to move here. Yeah, we have an ocean, but other than that, everything's extremely, extremely expensive to live here. I don't know. That would be really weird if more and more of the Brits of the royal family would start moving to the West Coast of the United States, no less. I just find that odd. I find that odd as well. Strange to me. So I know Meghan's been quiet. Everyone's talking about, where is Meghan? Where is Meghan? I don't care where she's at. I don't care that I haven't seen her in a while. But like many people have stated, that her silence, her absence gives her power. And I do find that to be true generally for people. But when I heard she was meeting, who'd she meet for lunch? Gordon Getty. Here's what I thought in my mind when I heard that Meghan had lunch with Gordon Getty, the twice over billionaire here in California. I suddenly got a picture in my mind of Anna Nicole Smith sitting on the lap of that very, very elderly gentleman that she was married to. I don't know why. That's just what I saw in my mind. It's nothing against Anna Nicole at all. I loved her, and I'm sorry her son is gone. Thank goodness they're together. All the respect to her daughter, and no bad feelings whatsoever to Anna Nicole or her family at all. But that's what I saw when I heard about Meghan having lunch. What is she doing? Is she... Obviously, she's trying to get money somehow, some way, under some conditions. But I don't understand why people are sending her and Harry money for their foundation when really only a very, very small amount of money that they've received has been put forth to benefit charities. Harry and Meghan, mostly Meghan, have found many, many loopholes to hold on tight to a lot of the money that's come into their foundation. And I don't think it's illegal. I think it's distasteful. I think it's wrong. I think she has no integrity at this point, Meghan. And how many wrong things can you do? How many things can you do with bad intentions before the universe is like, hey, wait a second, what are you doing? Now, here's something kind of spirit related or information I get from spirit regarding this next thing I'm going to talk about. And believe me, I don't go running around trying to find bad things in people just so I can judge them. With Samantha Markle taking Meghan to court, and I've noticed some people are saying, they're talking about the same thing, but saying it in different ways. So Samantha Markle is looking in excess of $75,000 in damages. So that means a minimum of $75,000 in damages or more. So how much does Meghan want to pay off her sister? Will she want to pay off her sister? Because paying off her sister is kind of an admission saying, yep, I did do that, but let's be quiet about it. Here's some hush money. Or if Meghan says, no, I didn't do that, because that's Meghan's good at saying, I didn't do this, I didn't do that. Well, you know what? There's going to be a trial in October. As it is, Meghan and Harry are going to have to give testimony and respond to all these allegations from Samantha and her lawyer, her team. And I know Lady Colin Campbell has mentioned that she's helping Samantha, and that Samantha has an amazing top of the line team helping her. I have information from Spirit, and I've had this information from Spirit for a couple of years on Samantha and Thomas. And again, these are not facts. These are my own personal opinions and beliefs as a psychic medium, okay? I can't say these are facts. But what Spirit shows me regarding other Markles, mainly Samantha and Tom, is not super high integrity. And I don't say that with any meanness or trying to diminish their credibility, I guess. But what I'm saying is, I think Samantha has a little bit similar behavior as Meghan. The ability to really be convincing, not only to other people, but to themselves of certain situations. I think, I don't know who it was, if it was Lady C or someone else said that Samantha's occupation is suffering because who wants to go to a therapist who's being known as having all these defects and these unfavorable characteristics about them? Who wants to go see that therapist? So she's, I don't know. And I just don't have a good feeling about Samantha. I'm sorry. I just don't. This is one time where I wish, well, I mean, it is what it is. I can't change people. Like, you know, it's not my job to change people, but I'm more about the justice. Does Samantha deserve compensation for Meghan's lies? I would say absolutely, if there's any lies that were said or told, which if they came from Meghan, probably a lot. Okay, so give Samantha that credit, but then also give Meghan credit saying, well, Samantha doesn't always tell the truth. Samantha sometimes hides things. Sometimes she plays victim, you know. So I see both sides of the coin, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I don't see Samantha as a victim. And I don't know how popular that answer is going to be, but that's Spirit showing me that. And after Spirit started showing me and revealing these things about the Markle family, I would look at photos of them online or whatever and kind of, you know, I read a lot from photos. But I have to say, in regards to Samantha, I kind of already saw that. I didn't really see this negative behavior from looking at Thomas, from Meghan's father. And I heard he had a stroke and he already had a heart attack. This poor man, my God. I'm sorry. That's bad. I hope he gets better soon. I hope he has some good health. I think he's in Mexico. Isn't he in Mexico? Doesn't he live in Mexico now? I don't know. I mean, I live close to Mexico too, and I've been to Mexico a lot. My mom's Mexican, but I don't know how the care is down there as far as stroke rehab therapy and stuff. So I hope he's okay. I hope he can recover from this. It's really unfortunate. Not fun. I heard Lady Colin Campbell mention a comment someone wrote on her channel about Camilla not allowing the Middletons to come in through the regular entrance of the palace, but a separate one, kind of like the help or staff. And Lady C just kind of laughed at it and said, absolutely no. You know, there's been no indication of snobbery when it comes to Camilla welcoming the Middletons in her home. And I thought, well, if that's a made up story, I can understand. I could see that being true though, couldn't you? I mean, I could totally see Camilla doing something like that. I'm sorry, I can. I'm not saying it's true, but I'm just saying, I think you don't have to be a psychic medium to see things in people. Can't you see that in Camilla? I can. Like, duh. No kidding. I mean, the thing that gets my goat is every single person on the planet is equal in value. Equal in value. You may have a PhD, you may have a castle, you may drive a Maserati, whatever. You may have a yacht or 15 Louis Vuitton handbags or whatever it is. I don't care what you have, who you know, or what you've done. We're all equal. So when I see rich people or privileged people thinking that they're better than other people, that makes me very angry. It makes me super angry because you're not. Rich people are going to die. Same way we are. Rich people have to poop. Rich people have to do taxes. I mean, they're no better than anybody else at all on any given day of any time, past, present, and future. Everyone is equal. When you die and you cross over, I've talked to people of wealth who've crossed over, and it's kind of the same thing. They're like, well, that was stupid of me to act like that, or well, we all end up in the same place, so I'm not sure why certain behaviors happened down there on the earth when I was down there instead of just being normal. But I could see Camilla doing that, telling the Middletons to come through the back gate. Come around the back, but don't talk. Be quiet. And take your shoes off when you get into the palace. I could see that. One thing I wanted to mention about the Middletons. Okay, so first of all, this is the third time I've tried to make this video. I don't know what's going on with my energy the last 2 days. I'm just off. But I wanted to make this video and talk about the royals. So, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, the Middletons. It has been shown to me some disturbing information regarding the Middleton family. I love Kate. I have the utmost respect for her. I think she's a wonderful mother. I think she's going to be an amazing queen consort. I think she's the right person for the job. I have nothing negative to say about Kate Middleton. And she's a good wife. Let me throw that in there because I didn't say it, so I don't want you to think I don't think she is. She's a great wife. She's tolerated a lot of garbage. I am shown by spirit. Kate has tolerated a lot of garbage from within her own home and amongst the palaces. It was shown to me that the Middletons sort of had their children and raised them with the intent of kind of selling them off, if you will. That's just an expression I'm using. These are not facts. These are my opinions based on spirit showing me that I have to say this is all alleged. Okay. That makes me angry. We all want our kids to be successful and happy and have nice things when they grow up and get married, or not married, but just move away and have their life. But to purposefully raise your children, more so the girls, Pippa and Kate, to raise them basically to chase after the money. I was horrified. I was horrified when I learned this from Spirit. And it's like, why do I need to even know that? I don't know. Maybe this is going to come up later. Like I said, I don't know why Spirit tells me what they do when they tell me. A lot of times at the time they tell me, it doesn't mean anything to me. This isn't an obvious vision for me. But I was reminded about this vision that I've had for a while when someone accused Camilla of making the Middletons come in through the back door. Hilarious. I'm like, I can see why. The Middletons are raising cattle and throwing them out to the fields for princes to find them out there and take them home and live happily ever after. So it's interesting. I think we're going to know more. Here comes Spirit now. Someone's coming in. Sorry, I have so many hairs in my shirt. I think we're going to hear more about the Middletons' parenting style, if you will. I think it's absolutely disgusting. As a mother myself, I think it's absolutely disgusting that anyone would raise their children with the intent to hook up with so-and-so and so-and-so. Did you know some of the most happiest people in the world are not rich? Do your homework. Some cultures, you can guess, some cultures, you're not successful and your family doesn't want anything to do with you if you're not a doctor, lawyer, or dentist. Those are your three, or engineer. My friend at work, my partner at work when I was working, is Chinese and worked in the office of the school and was approached by a Chinese parent from our school. And this lady went up to my friend and said, "Oh, how do you live? Isn't your family so disappointed in you working here?" What? Oh my God. And my friend wasn't even that upset. She goes, "I'm confident in who I am." I said, "Why don't you tell her what degrees you have or where you live or something?" "Do you need a reference? I can tell her stuff to make you feel better." She's like, I don't care. I don't care what she says. No one's sad that I work in education, because I'm not a doctor and I'm not a lawyer. But some cultures really dictate to their children what they want them to do. It's just generally not seen nearly as much in a culture in the United Kingdom. This is more behavior you see in the eastern areas of our planet. So I think that's awful. Don't ever force by guilt or other means your child to do a job or career that you want them to do. We have to guide our children, yes. As parents, we have to guide and reset them back on the path, but we shouldn't be dictators. And how horrible is it to basically tell your kid, "Look, you're nothing unless you have this over here. You're nothing. Don't come back and talk to me. Don't come on Christmas unless you have this job or you're married to that person." Wow. I laugh because it's so crazy. It's horrible. Okay, I think that's all I'm going to talk about today with about the royals. We got to talk more about that Idaho case, you guys. I really want to do a live, so let's try and get the subscription up to 1,000 people so I can go on live here on YouTube, because then we can do live shows where Spirit usually comes in while we're doing the live show. You ask the question, I wait for Spirit to answer, and then I tell you what they say. There's a lot going on. Did you guys hear about that? I'm I'm getting the chills just thinking about it. The young woman who strangled her 3 children and then jumped off the 2nd story of her house, but survived. And now she's what's that called? Paralyzed. She's paralyzed. Anyway, that's a horrible thing. Do you guys should we talk about that? I don't even know where it's at. I don't know what state this is in. I don't know much about it, but should we talk about that case? My husband's all enthralled in the Alec Murdaugh case thing over here. So I can't, I'm jumping in too late on that boat. So I don't think I can really get involved in that case right now. Maybe not. I don't know. But I'm kind of looking at this case with the young mother with mental problems who killed her 3 kids. So such a shame. So hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and share this link on all your social media. Help get our community bigger and bigger and bigger. And I love you guys. I'm so happy to be here. And I'm so happy you're here too. I'll see you real soon.